to my live Oracle, Timeless Oracle readings. And without further ado, I'm going to open up with my mantra, okay? 𝐸tō 𝐷ivination Dhammaso 𝐸tō 𝐸tō Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hope you all are doing well, and welcome to my live again. In this live, I'll be doing 10 timeless Oracle pick a card readings for the viewers, okay? And I may actually take 2 live chat questions, or you can ask for 1 card pull for free to 2 lucky people in the chat after I get done doing the pick a card readings for the viewers, okay? So there will be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area when this live is done, so you can go directly to your reading. In the intro is where you're going to start first, so that way you can see what pick a card reading is right for you, okay? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so that way more readings can come up on your homepage, okay, through your analytics and all that stuff and what you like to watch, okay? So you're pretty much telling YouTube that you like to watch my videos, and you'll see more of those, okay? Let's see. So let's do the intro to this live, okay? So you can know what kind of pick a card readings that you want to go towards, okay? So the first pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create emotional intimacy? Second one is, how can the viewers create a new beginning in romance and move to another place? Third pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create a better relationship with others that are different from them and with family and friends? Fourth pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create balance through chaos? Fifth pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create more expansion in their online community? Sixth pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create happiness in their romantic life and on their own? Seventh pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create growth in all areas of their life? Eighth pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create patience in their life? Ninth pick a card reading is, how can the viewers create emotional stability in order to open up? And the last pick a card reading is the 10th one, and that is, how can the viewers create a new beginning where there is moving towards their love interest, okay? So viewers, this is for everybody that's watching. It's not limited to a zodiac sign and or gender, okay? So you can play if you want to. Make sure you have fun in the chat, okay, or whatever you're doing at home. Don't forget your drink and your snack. And you can have fun with friends, learning new things here on my channel. And if you want to look at other pick a card timeless oracle readings, those are on my channel as well, so check those out. Shout out to It's Your Girl Heaven. Hello, how are you? Hope you are doing well and your weekend was good. All right, so let's get started with the first pick a card reading. Okay. So viewers, the first pick a card reading is all about, how can you create emotional intimacy? Now you can pick 1 or 2 or both. Either way, like I said, and like I'm going to say throughout this live, when I do each pick a card reading, have fun in the chat and whatever you're doing at home while I set things up, okay? Thank you very much. How can pick number 1 create emotional intimacy? How can pick number 2 create emotional intimacy? Thank you. Hello, Hall and hope you're doing well. Give me 1 card for pick number 1. Thank you. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, viewers, if you are raring to go for pick number 1 or just joined me, this is all about pick a card reading number 1 for now, before we move on to the next one, but it's all about how can you create emotional intimacy. You can pick 1 or 2 or both, either way. Let's get started. If you pick number 1, you got man holding a heart. You got magician in the mirror. You got man holding a coin. You got power awakening. And happy family. All right, viewers, if you pick number 1, this is for people who are going within, meaning using your spiritual process of some kind of meditation to go within, okay? So what needs to change? You neglecting your emotional stability or your emotions and stabilizing them and stabilizing what's going on at home too. So that's what needs to change. Your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 1, is that you're getting an opportunity here to upgrade and stabilize and understand your emotional intimacy with yourself, your emotional stability, really, and your desires, so that way you can create and manifest. So there's your opportunity with new manifestation of what you want to create here in the opportunity that lies ahead. That way you see growth with inside you in your career, in your money, and your health. More expansion is coming in those areas that I just named, okay? So heads up with that. Your advice is power awakening. So in this part, pick number 1, I give you messages to move forward, and I'm also going to give you a gift too, okay? That way you start out the process by giving you a spiritual process, okay, that can help. All right, so the first thing is your advice to move forward. So you got this, pick number 1. Don't be afraid or don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful of energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention, and to achieve your ambitions through how do I put this? Step-by-step methods, okay? And apply it at will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion. Even if no one else recognizes your potential, pick number one, and believes in your future success, in due course, they will understand differently. By then, you will already be moving on to the next task. So trust your sense of timing, have patience, and when you know it, it is the time to leap, and do it without hesitation, okay? I'm going to stop real quick to answer somebody in the chat. It's your girl Heaven. Yeah, I have some moderators that come on some of my lives. But if you want to ask to be a moderator, and that's, I got to get to know you just a little bit more, and that to see what you can do as a moderator, okay? So if you want to stick around and moderate here, and that, just let me know, okay, in the chat. All right, back to you, pick number one. Here's a spiritual process in order to help you move forward so that way you can understand the first step of intimacy is with yourself. Investing in yourself in this kind of way before you can invest into emotional intimacy with other relationships, okay? Family, friends, a romantic partnership, that kind of thing. All right. So we're going to begin by now. Find a comfortable place to relax, pick number one. Now say this aloud, and I'm going to go slow with this. Puma, spirit of the sun, fire of the earth. You are fierceness, an intelligent use of power, embodied in sacred, feminine form. Your presence awakens the power within my soul, and I leave doubt and fear behind. I am patient. I am determined. I shall not be swayed from my purpose. Procrastination and hesitation are no longer part of my way. I embrace your gifts for the greatest good. With my certainty, I find my own conviction renewed. It is not a question of if, but a question of when. My spiritual attainment is invaluable. So be it. Now pick number one. You can sit back and close your eyes while I read this visual, okay? And I want you to feel the energy through this description, okay? Through this visual. Golden fur, shimmery copper in the sunlight. Heat pulsating beneath the skin. as waves of contained energy are ready to be channeled and clean action at the right moment. Lean and powerful muscle, watchful steady gaze, no thought or distraction, just pure focus. The power rises within, and the moment to leap is here. Action, aliveness. This medicine, wisdom of bold aliveness, without hesitation, is within my own soul, and I claim it. Now pick number 1. Leave your eyes closed and relax, or you can get up and move your body in whatever way feels best, for as long as it feels good for you. And you have completed your spiritual process. Thank you very much for joining me. For those who felt like doing it. Hi, Man Ma. Hi, Fence SPB. Greetings to you. It's snowy here in Ohio as well. Thank you for joining me. All right, pick number 1. So your outcome is great because you gain that emotional stability and closeness with others. But first you had to try it with yourself, and your outcome was great because now you're able to connect with others and have fun and closeness again. Okay? Not a bad outcome, pick number 1. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now pick number 2 is attachment. The thinking woman. Financial constraints. She rests to create. And deceit. All right, pick number 2. This is for people who are having a evolution. So what needs to change, pick number 2, is you breaking some kind of pattern that does not serve you. We're going to find out what pattern that needs to be broken in order for things to change. So clarify attachment with 1 card. What needs to be broken is that you not letting go of the past, okay, and moving forward, okay? So that's what needs to change. Now, your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 2, is that you're going to be learning and teaching yourself while you're going through financial constraints how to enjoy your journey, how to break those relationship patterns or any patterns that no longer serve you, so that way you move forward, okay? Clearing out the old, making way for the new. That's awesome. So those are your opportunities that lie ahead. Here's your advice. She rests to create. So I'm going to give you some messages to move forward and a gift in order for you to have a comfortable evolution, okay? While you are gaining more wisdom of emotional intimacy, okay? First, that's advice. 29. So pick number 2, you have more than enough energy to bring to life the sacred vision held within your heart. Increase An increase of energy and peacefulness is indicated. You are guided to choose high energy people, places, and purposes. This does not necessarily mean that which is highly stimulating. Rather, it refers to that which regenerates you with peacefulness and joy. Give generously to yourself to be able to give generously to others. Pick number 2. You have an unusual ideas or ways of being that suits you, but may not suit others. So work with what works best for you. Pick number 2. But without trying to force yourself to conform. This brings well-being and creative success. Yippee! So pick number 2. My gift to you is a spiritual process. And if you are ready and you feel like it, we're going to start right now. Find a place to rest. Lie down flat on your back with your legs and arms slightly apart, preferably with soft lighting so that you can close your eyes. The aim is to create a restful environment that will feel supportive of you slowing down your thought processes and settling out of your head into your body. Now it's time to gaze at the card. Notice the soft circles that surround the head of the goddess in this card. Allow your visual to soften, even becoming a little bit blurry as you slowly and gently shift your gaze from one circle to another. To another circle. Do not focus sharply on anything, but just lightly and easily shift your gaze from the left to the right and the right to the left, up and down and up, from circle to circle. Do this slowly until it feels lightly hypnotic and relaxing. Now you're going to imagine, visualize, and feel or pretend that your thoughts can drift out of your head, moving around outside of your head, becoming like soft round circles. The more the thoughts become soft and round and gently moving outside of your head, the more peaceful and restful the inside of your head feels. You can relax more deeply for healing and restoration. And when you are ready, close your eyes. Rest for as long as it feels good for you. Pick number 2. And when you are ready to awaken from your rest, ground yourself with some physical movements as you bring yourself back into the now. And you have completed your spiritual process. Thank you very much, pick number 2, for joining me and for the viewers. The outcome is great because you're going to be facing any kind of deceit with inside you and around you. We're going to clarify your outcome. Clarify deceit with one card. This is deceit outside of you. These are you're going to be walking away from superficial people. Okay, pick number 2. Got Angel of Love and walking away. Very cool. And that's your reading, pick number 2. I really hope it helps. And that is the end of Pick a Card reading number 1. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everyone. And thank you guys and gals for joining me. For those who are asking questions in the chat, personal questions for oracle readings, stick around towards the end after these Pick a Card readings, so that way you can earn a chance of winning some live chat oracle readings, okay? Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone, to a wonderful Sunday with you. Clink. All right, let's move on to Pick a Card reading number 2. Pick a Card reading number 2 is for the viewers. It's all about how can the viewers create a new beginning in romance and move to another place, okay? You can pick 1 or 2, or even both. Just do what makes you feel secure, okay? When you do these Pick a Card readings, all right? Hi, MD. Hi, Waterfall, for you. Yeah, I saw your guys' messages in the chat. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Freda Payne. Hi, Clarissa. Hi to the other people that are saying hi to me in the chat as well. Thank you for joining me. Greatly appreciate you guys. So I'm going to set up Pick a Card reading number 2. You guys have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing at home while I set things up, okay? Thank you. How can pick number 1 create a new beginning in romance and move to another place? Thank you. How can pick number 2 create a new beginning in romance and move to another place? Give me 1 card for pick number 1. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, Pick a Card reading number 2 is up. And if you just joined my live, it's all about how can the viewers create a new beginning in romance and move to another place. You can pick 1 or 2 or both. So let's get started. Pick number 1, you got Angel of Love. Cornucopia, the Sun, Uncovering Treasure, and 5th Chakra Archangel Gabriel. All right, pick number 1 is for people that want a new beginning in romance and move to another place. So what needs to end what needs to change is ending a cycle of being around superficial people, okay? Because there's people out there that actually want a deep connection with you, okay? Your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 1, is your wish fulfillment towards a new beginning, towards this new beginning, and there'll be success here. You'll be able to go through one transformation as well, so that way you're like more comfortable into this new phase, okay? So heads up with that. That's awesome. Your advice is uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So in this point, I give you messages to move forward, okay? Pick number 1, uncovering treasure. So the sacred traveler wants you to know, pick number 1, on the journey, the traveler confronts dragons and overcomes obstacles, and in the process discovers the depth of the treasure in their own soul. Often treasure is found in the most unexpected of places. Sometimes after it seems that you face an inner dragon, you'll find the hidden treasure. Success beckons success, pick number 1. So as you begin to seek and find the bounty of your life, more and more rewards will follow. This card heralds a bountiful, prosperous, abundant time in your life. Yippee! Okay, those are your messages moving forward. Your outcome is great because you open up communication where you honestly start expressing yourself towards someone you want to be with, this love interest that's in a different location than where you're at now. That way you're moving towards it. So that's not a bad outcome. Heads up, 7 up with that. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now pick number 2. You got the temple path. You got all tied up. You got angel of strength. You got breaking trail. You got third chakra archangel Chamil. Not bad. All right, pick number 2 is for people that want to move to another place in general, okay? So what needs to change is you bypassing this evolution, okay? Of moving to that other place, to be crystal clear. Now, the opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 2, is you taking the lead and getting unstuck. And that's what's going to cause the change, the big change that you've been wanting and waiting for. And you got what it takes for it. Okay? With your strength, you have a lot more wisdom than you realize of the strength of your own soul, okay? So stay optimistic about it when you do. So here is your advice, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So in this part, pick number 2, I give you some messages to move forward, okay? Simple and easy. So you're on a beginning of a breakthrough, pick number 2. Everything you have been doing for the past few years have been preparation for what's ahead. There are instances when the path isn't clear ahead, but in these moments, sometimes you just need to break trail. In your life, it may seem that the path disappears. However, pick number 2. The only way to reach your destination is to push through. Keep going. Do things in a new way. Imagine a woman giving birth. It's hard, but through her great effort, a baby comes into being. Something new and exciting is coming into your life. Pick number 2. It's going to be great. And that's your advice moving forward. Your outcome is great because you're enthusiastic. You put forth the effort. And here in your outcome, you create that movement and you're happy again. Revitalize, re-energize, and raring to go to keep on going forward. Okay? Not a bad outcome. And that's your reading pick number 2. I really hope it helps. And the end of Pick a Card reading number 2. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. For those who are asking for readings down in the chat, I'm going to let you know a heads up is that I am going to be doing live Oracle free readings at the end of these Pick a Card readings, okay? So if you're wanting those, stick around at the end. Please and thank you. Other than that, enjoy playing these Pick a Card readings or having fun in the live chat as well, or doing what you're doing at home. Thank you very much for your patience. Joanne Leonard said, Joanne, will I reconcile with, okay. Just letting you know, Joanne, that questions will be at the end, okay? Waterfall, all for you. Thank you for your understanding too as well. All right, Pick a Card reading number 3 for the viewers is how can the viewers create a better relationship with people that are different from them and with family and friends, okay? You can pick 1 or 2 viewers or both. Either way, have fun in the chat and whatever you're doing at home, okay? Oh, thank you very much for the compliments. For those who are leaving them in the chat, greatly appreciate it. Cheers, everyone. Hope you're having a really good night. So how can pick number 1 create a better relationship with people that are different from them and with family and friends? Thank you. How can pick number 2 create better relationships with people different from them and with family and friends? Thank you. Give me 1 card for pick number 1. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, Pick a Card reading. Hi, Nick. I'm doing really well. I hope you're doing very well too. We're on Pick a Card reading number 3. This is how can the viewers create better relationships with people that are different from them and with family and friends. You can pick 1 or 2 viewers or both. So let's get started, okay? If you pick number 1, you got journey. You got hostilities. indecision. Out of the darkness, the light is born. And woo, the victory, the first victory of the night for pick number 1. Congratulations. Very cool. All right, pick number 1. This is for people that are creating better relationships with people that are different from them. So what needs to change? An imbalance in your journey, okay? Of you not moving on forward, okay? So heads up with that. Your opportunities that lie ahead is that you're going to be overcoming any hostilities outside of you. And you're also going to be making decisive decisions as well of where you want to go next here in regards to more networking, more friendships, stuff like that, okay? Even going out and about. So heads up with that. Now your advice to move forward is out of the darkness, the light is born. So I'm going to give you some messages to move forward and also a gift, a process in case you need it at any time if you feel stuck, okay? In the darkness, okay? Like depression, sadness, stuff like that. Inner deceit, get what I mean? So here are your messages to move forward. All issues can be healed through unlimited resources and creative resourcefulness of the divine, or whatever your belief system is, okay? You are destined to be part of a creative solution, pick number 1, for any issue that you have in your life or that exists in the world and touches your heart. The issue only exists so that divine genius can solve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life journey. So trust that when you ask for help, even apparently impossible situations can be turned around. With willing human engagement and divine grace, there is more than enough light, pick number 2, healing and creative innovation, wisdom and energy available to keep Mother Earth and all her creatures, including humanity, thriving. So give up your hope and trust in what is possible, nor your willingness to act upon that hope and trust. Okay? Now here's my gift to you. It's a spiritual process that will help you move forward as well. If you feel like you're stuck in any kind of darkness, and you'll know if you want to do it because you'll feel it, okay? Pick number 1. So if possible and practical, this exercise can be done barefooted. Now, if you can't physically move through the process, then visualize and imagine it instead by closing your eyes. Stand comfortably with knees slightly bent and feet about hip width apart. Allow your posture to be straight but relaxed. Direct your awareness into your feet. You can help this process along by wiggling your toes a little, shifting your body weight slightly from heels to toe and side to side. And rise up into your toes and back onto your heels if your balance is good today. Imagine that you can feel your feet from the inside. Imagine, feel, or intend that your feet can sense the energy of the earth, rich, nourishing, and vitality. In the ground beneath you. Imagine and intend that this magnetic pulling power of your feet is strong enough to create a palpable connection, a gentle suctioning motion between your feet and the energy of the earth. Allow the energy, the earth energy, to build up beneath your feet and then flow up through your being, slowly out through the top of your head, gently cascading down on either side of you, soaking back into the earth. And then say aloud, pick number 1. I call upon divine grace and unconditional love to show me truth and creative solutions, empowered by divine wisdom, for all matters in my life, including, pick number 1, you can mention anything particularly or specific here in that you would like help to resolve or heal. Please say, pick number 2. May all beings know and be blessed, assisted, and empowered by the Divine Mother to fulfill their purpose and potential. So be it. Now place your hands in a prayer, pick number 1. And you have completed your spiritual process. Thank you for joining me for doing that. Your outcome is great because you get success here and a bump up in your status and what you're doing here at work. And you go to the next level without feeling stuck, persecuted, or anything. Pick number 1. So congratulations, you get the first victory of the night. Yippee! And that's your reading, pick number 1. I really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number 2, you got broken heart. You got happy family. You got yin and yang. You got the beautiful place. And blossoming abundance. Well, pick number 2, you got the first blossoming abundance tonight. Yippee! Not bad. All right, pick number 2. This is for people that are creating better relationships with their family and friends. Okay? So what needs to change? You being emotional, okay? And going through heartbreak reliving things from the past, okay? That's what needs to change. Now, your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 2, is you feeling whole and balanced around your family and friends. You're having a new start of closeness and fun and emotional stability. What's getting channeled in your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 2, is they're ready for you to be close with them, okay? They're ready. They want you in their life. You're lovable and loving. And you just need to see this so that way you have the courage to leave the past behind. That brings you so much heartbreak, okay? So, yes, more happiness, fun, and closeness with these family and friends, and you feeling whole again, okay? Even if they are different from you, okay? Those are your opportunities that lie ahead. Here's your advice, and I'm also going to give you a gift to help you move forward as well. It's called A Beautiful Place. So here are your messages to move forward. Pick number 2. Don't be scared to face a problem head on. You don't need to be willful about a solution, but in facing the issues, you shall simplify the complexity and recognize the practical steps that will create healing change. Keep your mind and your heart open, pick number 2, as you ask for unconditionally loving guidance as to how to best invoke divine healing in any situation. Now, there is an outcome available to you that is far more beautiful and divinely inspired than what you can currently envision. So ask for divine help and trust unconditionally in the assistance that will lead you away from the limitations of your current thinking into the perfection of what the divine wishes for you and our world. So here's my gift to you, pick number 2. It's a spiritual process at any time you can use to move forward, okay? If you start to feel lost, okay, again, in your mind, and you will do it when you feel it, okay? So I'm going to start the process, so whenever you want to, you can come back to this at any time. So please pick number 2, relax as you shift your awareness within by closing your eyes. Feel, visualize, and imagine that you can see Mother Earth beneath you, as if your spirit was hovering above her. You can see, feel, or sense the beautiful, energetic song lines that weave themselves along sacred pathways curving around our Mother Earth. Each song line is unique and essential. Each song line leads itself like an instrument in an orchestra to the collective wisdom song of the sacred feminine. No song line demands that another be silent or become the same. All the differences are required for the full beauty of the wisdom song to emerge. So pick number 2 when you are ready. Say the following aloud. Let there be peace on earth. Let human culture on earth be a culture of encouragement, optimism, innovation, encouragement, engagement, wisdom, reflection, community, guardianship of the planet and each other for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Let this be now, that our future is the most blessed and beautiful vision of paradise by the hand of the loving Supreme Being and our own free will. So be it. Now place your hands in a prayer, pick number 2, at your heart and bow your head. And you have completed your spiritual process, pick number 2. Thank you for joining me with this. Your outcome is great because you're going to be getting growth and expansion in all areas of your life, and you're also going to get money coming in as well. So heads up with that, not a bad outcome, okay? Pick number 2, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. And the end of Pick a Card reading number 3. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for joining me. Hi to those in the chat. Cheers to viewers that are watching me, and I hope you are having a really good Sunday, whatever you're doing. Cheers. Clink. All right, let's move on to Pick a Card reading number 4. All right, Pick a Card reading number 4, viewers, is how can the viewers create balance through chaos? You can pick 1 or 2. Either way, have fun in the chat and whatever you're doing at home, viewers, while I set things up, okay? How can pick number 1 create balance through chaos? Thank you. How can pick number 2 create balance through chaos? Give me 1 card for pick number 1. Give me 1 card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, if you just joined me, we're on Pick a Card reading number 4, and this is how can you create balance through chaos. You can pick 1 or 2 or both. Either way, let's get started, okay? If you pick number 1, you got First Chakra Archangel Michael. You got Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. You got Angel of Balance. You got the Beauty Way of the Navajo. And the World. Nice. So pick number 1. This is for people that are going to a healer, meaning like someone like me, okay? So what needs to change is you feeling insecure, okay? And your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 1, is a healing, a new beginning in your personal life through a transformation, and you getting the balance and the emotional security that you deserve, and patience, especially in what lies ahead, because this is also going to give you an upgrade on your faith and trust. Okay? Those are the opportunities that lie ahead. Pick number 1. So your advice is the beauty way of the Navajo. So in this part, I give you advice and a spiritual process in order to help you move forward, okay? Number 1. First, your messages to move forward. Pick number 1. Now, there's a beautiful solution available. Do not place your faith in worry or stress. Allow life to unfold. And as you relax and you give yourself permission to rest within the vastness of beauty of nature, you will become receptive to the best ways to handle things. Don't try to figure it out by force. Let go and trust that what is needed is coming to you at a perfect time in a perfect way. Your peaceful mind shall receive readily and accurately all that you need to know. So here's my gift to you. Pick number 1 in order to help you to keep on moving forward with that faith and trust, okay? With inside you. So you will do this when you feel it. So I'm going to start right now for whoever needs it now or whoever watches this in the future, okay? Put your hand to your heart like this. You can use your left or your right hand, it doesn't matter, okay? And make sure it's comfortably on your heart. Please say this aloud. I'm going to go slow with it so that way you know what to say aloud. Pick number 1. Today, I walk the beauty way. All darkness and evil departs. I now become beauty and peace. With the cool breeze of divine grace, renewing me from within. My thoughts and my words are beautiful. Nothing shall hinder my reverence and ease. All day I walk the beauty way. Now pick number 1, turn to the east or turn to your right and say aloud, the children of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. Care is given for all beings of the earth that are vulnerable and in need of divine protection. they play in divine beauty. Now pick number 1, turn to the south or turn again to your right and say aloud, the young people of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. The flow of life energy is aligned with divine will to benefit all for the greatest good. They dance in divine beauty. Now turn to the west or turn again to your right and say aloud, the parents of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom, spiritual strength, and true guardianship of all earth beings prevail. They love in divine beauty. Turn to the north or turn again to your right and say aloud, the grandparents of the earth are beautiful and blessed with wisdom. Guidance is given and heeded to create harmony, peace, and beauty between all peoples and the earth. They rest in divine beauty. Now pick number 1, stand in the center to say the following aloud. I walk with beauty before me. I walk with beauty behind me. I walk with beauty below me. I walk with beauty above me. I walk with beauty all around me and within every part of my soul. Now pick number 1. Take a moment to feel connection to your heart. Believe in the power of your words. Feel what it is like to trust in the healing divine beauty that flows in you and throughout all of life. And you have completed your spiritual process, pick number 1. Thank you for joining me. Your outcome is great, pick number 1. Is that more expansion and you being open here in your community and what you're doing here in life is going to open up even more, okay? And that's not a bad outcome. So heads up with that. Pick number 1. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number 2, you got Healer of the Ages. You got Door to Value. You got second chakra archangel Ariel. You got the Beautiful Place. And fourth chakra archangel Raphael. So pick number 2 is for people that are going to a psychiatrist. Okay. So what needs to change is you not wanting to heal certain aspects of your life by doing something different, okay? If you're not getting the kind of healing that you need from your psychiatrist, you need to look into a different healer, okay? Your opportunities that lie ahead, you getting a new beginning in your finances and career, emotional stability, and beautiful ideas to expand even more with this new opportunity in your finances and career, okay? So heads up with that. Your advice is the Beautiful Place. So I'm going to give you advice, okay? And also a gift for pick number 2. So don't be scared to face a problem head on, pick number 2. You don't need to be willful about a situation, but in facing these issues, you shall simplify the complexity and recognize the practical steps that it will create healing change. So keep your mind and your heart open as you ask for unconditional loving guidance as to how you can best invoke divine healing in any situation. There is an outcome available to you that is far more beautiful and divinely inspired than what you may currently envision. So ask for divine help and trust unconditionally in the assistance that will lead you away from the limitations of your current thinking into the perfection of what the divine wishes for you in our world, okay? Hi, those people in the chat. Pooh in India. And hi, Jarv, was it Jeeved P? Glad you're here. So pick number 2, when you are ready, here is your spiritual process in order to help you move forward or whenever you need it, okay? And drink some water first so that way we can move forward. So in this process, pick number 2, you're needing to relax as you shift your awareness within by closing your eyes. Visualize and feel or imagine that you can see Earth Mother beneath you, as if your spirit was hovering above her, and you can see, feel, and sense the beauty, and sense the beautiful, energetic song lines that weave themselves along sacred pathways, curving around our Earth Mother. Each song line is unique and essential. Each song line leads itself like an instrument in an orchestra to the collective wisdom song of the sacred feminine. No song line demands that another be silenced or become the same. All the differences are required for the beautiful, full beauty of the wisdom of the song to emerge. So when you are ready, pick number 2. Say the following aloud. Let there be peace on earth. Let human culture on earth be a culture of encouragement, optimism, innovation, engagement, wisdom, reflection, community, and guardianship of the planet and each other for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Let this be now, that our future is the most blessed and beautiful vision of paradise by the hand of the loving Supreme Being and our own free will. So be it. Now please place your hands in a prayer at your heart and bow your head. And you have completed your spiritual process, pick number 2. Thank you for joining me in doing that. Your outcome is great because you get expansion and patience on the inside, more love and compassion for yourself and others around you. And what comes after this outcome for pick number 2? You going through another 3 transformations in order to be rock steady in your emotions and here at your homestead, okay? Not bad. And feeling comfortable in your own skin. Cool. That is the garden and the gate and man holding a heart. Very cool. So pick number 2, that is your reading. I really hope it helps. And the end of pick a card reading number 4. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for joining me, those who just joined as well. Now let's move on to pick a card reading number 5. For those who are asking personal questions for oracle reading, that's going to happen right after these pick a card readings. So stick around towards the end so that way you can get picked for that oracle reading at the end, okay? Thank you very much for understanding and your patience. Now let's move on to pick a card reading number 5, viewers, and it's all about how can the viewers create more expansion in their online community. You can pick 1 or 2 or both. Either way, have fun in the chat, viewers, or whatever you're doing at home while I set things up. Appreciate it. How can pick number 1 create more expansion in their online community? How can pick number 2 create more expansion in their online community? Give me one card for pick number 1. Give me one card for pick number 2. Thank you. All right, viewers, if you just joined me, we're on Pick a Card reading number 5, and it's all about how can the viewers create more expansion in their online community. You can pick 1 or 2, either way. Let's get started. We got hostilities, indecision, victory, personal issues reaches resolution, and heartbroken. So pick number 1, this is for people that are dealing with haters in their community online. Dun, dun, dun. So what needs to end is you being defensive towards these haters, okay? You can easily just block them out without having to say anything, okay? Like there's different blocking resolutions here on different kind of platforms. And YouTube, it's simply like, especially if comments and stuff, you can hide them from your channel. You can, it's as easy as that. Same with X and Facebook. You can easily just block them too, okay? So choose wisely on what you want to do, okay? Your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 1, is that you're going to be decisive of what decisions you want to take next. And that's going to trigger a victory of you getting more expansion here and what you're doing in your online community. You're going to get more attention, recognition for the hard work you do, success. Success beckons for pick number 1, okay? Whatever you choose, okay? Your advice is a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So I'm going to give you some messages to move forward, okay? Pick number 1. Simple and easy. So keep this in consideration and moving forward, okay? Pick number 1. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner, like a crab. So that way you won't be a Krabby Patty, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, here's some other messages to move forward. Pick number 1. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Next thing, don't be clingy. Next thing, stop sulking, please and thank you. Last thing, you had enough family time? Because now it's time to start to prioritize family time, okay? Please and thank you. Outcome is great because you're facing any kind of emotions that are breaking you down, okay? We're going to clarify your outcome here with heartbreak. Clarify broken heart for pick number 1. Attachment and Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So here in your outcome, you're facing heartbreak because you're breaking some kind of pattern here in order to express yourself in a more honest, authentic way. Okay. And you're feeling it while you're doing this because it's like all of a sudden you are like put in a situation where you got to express yourself in a very honest way, and it triggers an emotion, so that way it's like you're removing a self-imposed boundary within inside you. And there's nothing wrong here in your outcome because you're being totally authentic of who you are, even if you are emotional. Okay, so heads up with that. Pick number 1. I really hope it helps. Now pick number 2, you got patience. You got the garden and the gate. Angel of love. Nothing will come from this situation. And the magician in the mirror. Nice. All right, pick number 2. This is for people that are moving on from working with others in an online community to working alone. Okay. So what needs to change? You not having patience with yourself as things unfold. Your opportunities that lie ahead is that you're going to be going through 3 transformations in order to come out of your comfort zone so you can feel secure, in order to move past superficial people. Okay. Not bad. Here is your advice. Nothing will come out of this situation. So I'm going to give you messages to move forward. Okay. Pick number 2. Yippee! 𝐸ᴇʟᴏᴍᴇ moon. So if you need to use this mantra to keep on moving forward, you can simply say this, I trust in my highest good. Here are some other messages to move you forward. Okay, pick number 2. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine or whatever your belief system is, God, the universe, you get what I mean? Last thing, take time out to meditate and contemplate, please and thank you. Your outcome is great because you take out that time to create emotional stability within inside you and get clear on what your desires are and what you want to create next. Clarify the magician in the mirror with 1 card. And what you want to create next is your wish fulfillment here. Your money, career, health, and what you value. Yep, your cornucopia. Yippee! Not a bad outcome, pick number 2. And that's your reading. I really hope it helps. And that is the end of Pick a Card reading number 5. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, people who are asking me personal questions for oracle readings, down in the chat down below, giving you a heads up. Once I get done with these pick a card readings, I'll be picking people for free oracle readings or 1 card pulls, okay? So just stick around towards the end if you really want that free oracle reading, all right? Thank you for your patience. Cheers, everyone, to a good night and a good start to the week. Clink. Now let's move on to pick a card reading number 6. This is how can the viewers create happiness in their romantic life and on their own. You can pick one or two or both. Either way, like I said it before, have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing at home while I set things up. Please and thank you. How can pick number one create happiness in their romantic life and on their own? Thank you. How can pick number two create happiness in their romantic life and on their own? Thank you. Give me one card for pick number two. Give me one card for pick number one. All right, viewers, if you just joined my live, it is pick a card reading number 6. And how can the viewers create happiness in their romantic life and on their own as well? You can pick one or two or both. Now let's get started. You got, for pick number one, Magician in the Mirror, Appreciation, Door to Spirit, Woo! Codependency, and Strategy. Nice. All right, pick number one is for people that are creating happiness in their romantic relationship, okay? So what needs to change is you not putting forth the effort, okay? Your opportunities that lie ahead is through showing appreciation, you're going to have a new beginning and awakening of your own emotional stability in the relationship where things are going to change for the better in this romantic relationship that you have. Very cool. So heads up with that. Your advice is break the chains of codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, pick number one. So you're needing to seek a healer in order to break the chain of codependency, okay? So heads up with that, okay? Pick number one. So that's your advice to move forward. Your outcome is great because you sit down and you devise a strategy, a plan here, so that way you're balanced and you have a new start where there's no codependency. Very cool. Not a bad outcome, okay? Pick number one. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number two, you got Blossoming Abundance. You got Adjacent Possibilities. You got Anxiety. You got A New Start is Coming. And Storm Warning. I'm going to clarify first this Blossoming Abundance, okay? Before we go forward, pick number two. Clarify Blossoming Abundance with one card. Heartbroken and Woman Holding a Coin. All right. So pick number two. Pick number two, this is for people that are creating happiness on their own. So what needs to change is, well, you not over, what needs to change is you overworking. And it's in return, when you're overworking, you may get a lot of money coming in, but you're still experiencing heartbreak here in hermit mode. Okay, so that needs to change. Your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number two, is that you're going to have an opportunity here to grow through anxiety and worry. It's going to happen unexpectedly here. An unexpected event's going to occur. I'm going to clarify what that is, the unexpected event. Clarify adjacent possibilities with one card. Something unexpectedly is going to happen here at your homestead where it's going to make you grow through anxiety and worry here, and you're going to go through 3 transformations in order to come out of your comfort zone so you feel more secure here. And I feel like it's differences with family and friends that's going to happen. That's going to happen in order for you to grow through that anxiety and worry. Okay? So heads up with that. Your advice is a new start is coming. Pick number 2. So in this part, I give you some messages to move forward, okay? Here's your mantra for empowerment to keep on moving forward. I'll see it when I believe it. Here are some messages to move forward. A new start is coming, is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Next one, your belief that your dreams can manifest are working well. Pick number 2. Last thing, and it's huge, forget about the past. Yippee! Your outcome is great because here comes the storm. The situation that's going to be coming here is a lot closer than you may think. And you're going to be challenged with the situation where you're going to have to pick and choose your battles here. And you'll just know because you'll feel that you need to stand up for yourself because you'll be empowered to do so. So speak your truth with grace and patience, okay? Because whatever drama that goes on, if someone else is creating it, they're going to have to clean it up. But if you're creating it, pick number 2, your advice is that pick and choose your battle so you don't have to clean it up, okay? And that's in your outcome. A storm is going to be coming, so be prepared for it, okay? How you can handle everything that's happening in your life is when you're balanced, okay? So trust yourself. You have the strength, the maturity that brings, the wisdom that you need in order to face any kind of challenge that is around you, okay? Believe in yourself, pick number 2, okay? That's your reading. I really hope it helps. And that is the end of Pick a Card reading number 6. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. People are, Mark is asking me in the chat, will I ever get 2 dozen eggs? Well, can you afford it with these outlandish prices going on? Hopefully here soon. It's crazy how much eggs are because Joe Biden thought it was cool to kill a crap load of, telling the chicken farmers to kill a crap load of chickens because he thought there was bird flu in them. Who knows with that guy? Hopefully he gets his head on straight now that he's not president anymore. Mary Braxton, number 6. Oh, thank you very much, Black Rose. Greatly appreciate. Now let's move on to pick a card reading number 7. Number 7 is all about how can the viewers create growth in all areas of their life. You can pick one or two or both. It's up to you. Either way, have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing at home. Artie, cooking and life vlog. I'm not doing any personal readings right now, but if you want to wait at the end of this these pick a card readings, which there are 10 altogether and I'm on 7, then you can ask your question then. Just be patient, okay? If not, that's up to you, okay? But thank you for those who are waiting for their own personal reading at the end, okay? Greatly appreciate. All right, setting up pick a card reading number 7 for the viewers, okay? How can pick number 1 create growth in all areas of their life? How can pick number 2 create growth in all areas of their life? Give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, if you just joined me, we're on pick a card reading number 7. How can the viewers create growth in all areas of their life? You can pick one or two or both. Either way, let's get started. You got journey. You got caring connections. Envy. Woo! And a new start is coming. And the sun. Nice. All right, pick number 1 is for people that are lacking in some areas of their life. So what needs to change is you not making movement forward here to do something different. Here are your opportunities that lie ahead. So what's lacking here is either friendships or a romantic partnership. Well, there's an opportunity on the horizon for that, okay, for you to overcome that lack, okay? Yippee! Here's your advice. A new start is coming, new moon. So in this part, I give you messages to move forward, pick number 1. Very cool. Here's your mantra in case you need to use it to be empowered to keep on moving forward, simply by saying, I'll see it when I believe it. Next message is to move forward, pick number 1. A new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past, please and thank you, in order to keep on moving forward. Your outcome is great because you get that opportunity with that new person, a new beginning and success where new creativity and happiness opens up, and you being able to meet and have fun with those friends or that romantic partnership that you've been wanting, okay? To have out in there in the community and whatnot, okay? Yippee! Success beckons. All right, that is your reading. Pick number 1. Really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number 2, you got attachment. You got happy family. You got yin and yang. You got uncovering treasure. And door to personal healing and happiness. Nice. So pick number 2. This is for people who are trying to relocate to a different area or place, okay? So what needs to change is you not realizing that you need to break some kind of pattern here, okay? Your opportunities that lie ahead is when you relocate, there's going to be like more fulfilling relationships, family and friends here that are willing to have fun with you, wanting to be close with you, okay? Even if you guys are different, you guys are going to be balanced with each other. You're going to feel like you're feeling whole again here. So those are your opportunities that lie ahead. Here's your advice. Pick number 2 is uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So I'm going to give you messages to move forward here so you don't feel stuck wondering. So the sacred traveler wants you to know, on the journey, the traveler confronts dragons and overcomes obstacles, and in the process discovers the depths of the treasure in their own soul. Often treasure is found in the most unexpected of places. Sometimes after it seems that you faced an inner dragon, you'll find a hidden treasure. Success beckons success, pick number 2. So as you begin to seek and find the bounty in your life, more and more rewards will follow. This card heralds a bountiful, prosperous, abundant time in your life, okay? So keep on moving forward, okay? Don't be scared. Because when you do, when you relocate, you're going to have a new beginning here where you're feeling healed and a new start in your personal life, okay? Yippee! For pick number 2. That is your reading. I really hope it helps. And that is the end of Pick a Card reading number 7. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Now let's move on to Pick a Card reading number 8 for the viewers. And that is, how can viewers create patience in their life? You can pick 1 or 2 or both. Either way, have fun in the chat or whatever you're doing at home, okay, while I set things up. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you those in the chat. And for those that are saying hi in the chat, and thank you for your compliments too, Mohammed. Those who want a personal reading, just giving you a heads up. After these pick a card readings are done, I'll be picking people for an oracle reading, okay, or a 1-card pull, okay? So just be patient until these pick a card readings are done. We're on the 8th pick a card reading, and there's 10, okay? So we're almost there. So thank you very much for your understanding and patience. Cheers, everyone. So how can pick number 1 create patience in their life? How can pick number 2 create patience in their life? Give me one card for pick number 1. Please give me one card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, pick a card reading number 8 is up, and if you just joined my live, it's all about how can the viewers create patience in their life. You pick 1 or 2 or both, either way. Pick number 1. You got the victory. You got a woman holding a coin. You got cornucopia. Don't let your past hold you back. And the thinking man. All right, so pick number 1 is for people who are wanting to know more about their money and career. So what needs to change is you think that there's not going to be success here, okay? It's all about perspective here that you're needing to change up. Your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 1 is you having stability in your money and career, your health and what you value, and your wish fulfillment. Yippee! Those are your opportunities that lie ahead. Your advice in order to move forward, don't let your past hold you back. So I'm going to give you some more messages to move forward, okay? Pick number 1. So here are some messages to move forward. Pick number 1. But first, your mantra in case you need that empowerment. Simply by saying this at any time you need it, I release the past. Okay? Here are those messages to move forward. A relationship is karmic and has played itself out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Okay, please and thank you. The outcome is great because you're going to be learning and teaching yourself something here. So we're going to find out what that is. Clarify the thinking man with 1 card. Thank you. You're going to learn how to honor how you feel about wanting a new beginning in your romantic life with someone you know. Okay, pick number 1. Yep, that love interest, okay? So it's not a bad outcome because now you are going through a metamorphosis. So it's getting channeled in where you're not using your own mind to intellectualize romance anymore. You're using your heart in order to be creative about romance. You're learning that logic and coincides with being a scientist, and dissecting things does not bring about romance. Okay? And that's wonderful because now you're really tuning into your heart. Okay? That's your reading. I really hope. Now, if you pick number 2, you got door to value. Second chakra archangel Ariel. Appreciation. Prosperity lies ahead. Door to spirit. Nice. So pick number 2. This is for people that are wanting to create their wish fulfillment. Okay. So what needs to change is not having a new beginning here in your finances and career, okay? What got channeled in? Investments are ahead. So this is what I'm talking about in your opportunities that lie ahead. Investments are ahead. You're just needing to trust your beautiful ideas that are not stupid. And you're going to understand gratitude and be appreciative of what you have. That's what lies ahead. More expansion here in your emotional stability. It's like you're removing a block within inside you of feeling insecure about your own ideas. Very cool. So heads up with that. Your advice here to move forward is prosperity lies ahead. So I'm going to give you some messages to move forward. Okay, pick number 2. Excited for you. Very cool. All right. So this is going to be fun for you, okay? Pick number 2, hopefully. So simply get or give a massage, healthy body, healthy mind. Either give yourself a massage or hire somebody to give you a massage, okay? That's simple. Next message is to move forward. You will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Get clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself, please and thank you. Pick number 2. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. Okay. The outcome is great because you get that new beginning and a new awakening within inside you. And what does this lead to for pick number 2? Thank you. This leads you forward into having a solid plan so that way you can have balance moving forward in your journey, okay? You got journey and strategy. Very cool. So pick number 2. I really hope it helps. And that's the end of Pick a Card reading number 8. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to Pick a Card reading number 9. This is for the viewers and how can the viewers create emotional stability in order to open up. You can pick 1 or 2 or both. Either way, let me get this set up for you viewers. For Alex, if you can be patient at the end, I'll be picking out people for free oracle readings at the end of these Pick a Card readings, okay? So stick around at the end if you want that answered, okay? Thank you for your patience. Greatly appreciate it. How can pick number 1 create emotional stability in order to open up? How can pick number 2 create emotional stability in order to open up? Give me one card for pick number 1. Thank you. Give me one card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, if you just joined my live, we're on Pick a Card reading number 9. And it's all about how can the viewers create emotional stability in order to open up. Now you can pick 1 or 2 or both. Let's get started. For pick number 1, you got First Chakra Archangel Michael. You got the Temple Path. You got man holding a coin. Nice. Honor the light. And woman holding a heart. All right. So pick number 1 is for people that are feeling stuck. Okay. So what needs to change is your insecurity, okay? Whatever that is. Your opportunities that lie ahead is you're going to have an evolution inside and around you here. And that's what's going to grow and change your whole freaking life and what you value, your health, and your money and career, okay? Very cool. So here is your advice to move forward. Honor the light. So in this part, I give you advice to move forward and a spiritual process that will help you keep on moving forward, okay? So start out with the advice first. So people around you, perhaps even you, can sometimes get caught up in the troubles of the world and forget to focus on the light and their own creative power. Pick number 1, gently but persistently remind yourself and others to ask for divine help. This can be done accordingly to each individual's belief system. Prayers will be answered. Focus on the light at specific moments during each day. Place sacred objects in your line of vision so you can see them and remember the light often. You are a light worker, light bearer, one who is divinely designed to receive and transmit light from the benefit of mankind and Mother Earth. You have more influence in situations to bring about divine conclusion than you may realize. So don't be afraid to use your light in all ways possible, okay? Such as song, your creativity, dance, okay? Those are some examples. So here's my gift to you. It's a spiritual process that'll help you move forward. Just in case you get all down, out, and depressed, stuck as hell, and you're like, yeah, we got to do something different. Life alert. So when you're ready, pick number 1, and you'll know when you're ready because you'll feel it. So this will go on, this process I'll be doing. So at any time you can come back to this if you need to, okay? Say this prayer aloud, pick number 1. I ask for divine blessing that my creations may be expressions of true spiritual light, bringing assistance to this world. I give thanks for the gift of my creativity and for my ability to feel and know the light. May this light dwell fully alive within me, inspiring my creativity so that I am a source of loving radiance for those in need in this world. May joy always be at home in my heart through my own free will. So be it. Then contemplate something, viewers, that you would like to create, or a feeling that you would like to experience more in this world. Take a few moments to imagine, visualize, feel, or intend that you can build a light in your heart that allows all good feelings and happy visions around this situation that you wish to bring to life in the world. And when you are ready, imagine it rising up from your heart and flying towards the light of the sun, where it ignites into divine flame and returns to plant itself in the earth as golden seeds. Feel good about these seeds, knowing that they are strong and healthy and blessed, and will grow into maturity, bringing nourishment for the greater good. And you have completed your spiritual process. Pick number 1. Thank you for joining me with that. Your outcome is great because you get more into your own heart, where you have more stability and security within inside you and also into your homestead, okay? And you are open up for more expansion that's going to be happening. All right? Not a bad outcome. For some of you too, you're going to be meeting someone here that is very loving and lovable, very secure in their emotions, that is open for love, knows what family and family life is, very secure within themselves. This is very much a person that is marriage material, okay? So not a bad outcome, okay? Pick number 1. Really hope it helps. Now, if you pick number 2, you got contract. You got all tied up. You got angel strength. Your dreams need a practical plan. And hostilities. Womp womp. All right, pick number 2. This is for people who are gaining support around them. So what needs to change is not thinking that there is partnerships around you in regards to business and one relationship too. So heads up with that. Your opportunities that lie ahead, pick number 2, is you getting out of a mental prison and taking the lead here in order to cause more change, because you are going to have the strength and wisdom to do that. Take the lead. Very cool. So your advice here to move forward, your dreams need a practical plan. So I'm going to give you some more messages to move forward, okay? Yippee! All right, so here are some things that you need to do first. The first thing is write down 10 things, pick number 2, that you know that are wonderful about you, okay? Do it in a journal. And go back on that and remind yourself, because now you're empowering yourself by doing something different where you're deconditioning yourself out of anything that was holding you back in regards to thinking horrible things about yourself, okay? Here are some other messages to move forward. Laziness could be, explain your current situation, pick number 2. If so, change that and own it. Please and thank you. Next thing, chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy create more energy, negative energy, and attract negativity. I'm going to say it again. Jealousy and envy create negativity, okay? And attract more negativity. Last thing, more exercise is called for. So do a little at a time. Twice a week, then 3 times a week, 15 to 20 minutes, okay? That easy. The outcome is great because you're going to be facing these hostilities. So I'm going to clarify what this is in your outcome. Pick number 2. Clarify hostilities with 1 card. Got anxiety and angel of love. There are going to be people around you here that are going to be in your face, being aggressive, name calling, in order to cause anxiety and worry to come out of you. Okay, pick number 2. So pick and choose your battles with them and release people that are being superficial towards you. Okay, it's that easy. Because the only reason why they're coming up to you is in order to block your way to move forward. Okay, so don't let them. Stand up for yourself if you need to. Okay, it's that simple. What makes it complex is you thinking that there has to be an aggressive stance back when you have all the wisdom within inside you, pick number 2, to handle that situation with grace too. Pick number 2. I understand that, like, one thing with me, I don't like hurting anybody's feelings, okay? I don't need to belittle people in order for them to understand where I'm coming from. I can honestly, if someone's being aggressive in any time in my life, I don't need to call them names in order for them to know what is bothering me about the situation. And I can easily identify if someone's being a psychopath and sociopath and some person that's just having a bad day, And there are people that'll come in and out of your life taking it out on you if whether or not they're having a bad day. And psychopaths, narcissists, and sociopaths go in a different stance, you know? There's a lot of people wandering around in this world that are trying to find happiness. And sometimes taking it out on people is just, they think that's a moment of feeling happy, you know? But they don't realize in those moments of feeling like they have to be aggressive and hostile towards you, they don't realize that they're actually poisoning their own system trying to act like that towards you. Because in their mind, they're thinking, oh, they're hurting you. But really, is on a scientific level, they're actually poisoning their system. So when you know that, you can handle things in such a different stance where you don't have to show that aggression, but you can be empowered to literally find a solution where you can stand up for yourself and not feel drained from it, you know? So that is your reading, pick number 2. I really hope it helps. And that is the end of Pick a Card reading number 9. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Now let's move on to the last Pick a Card reading for tonight, and that is number 10. Okay. And it is, how can the viewers create a new beginning where there is movement towards their love interest? Bum, bum, bum. You can pick 1 or 2 or both, either way. Let me get it all set up for you viewers. Have fun in the chat and whatever you're doing, okay, at home while I do so. And then I'll come back to you, okay? Thank you. Woo! As I dropped, good thing I landed on my table. Yippee! Cheers, everyone, for success in all our lives. Cheers. All right, how can pick number 1 create a new beginning where there is movement towards their love interest? How can pick number 2 create a new beginning where there is movement towards their love interest? Pick number 2. Please give me 1 card for pick number 1. Thank you. Please give me 1 card for pick number 2. All right, viewers, pick a card reading number 10 is up. So if you just joined my live, it's all about how can the viewers create a new beginning where there is movement towards their love interest. 1 or 2, you can pick, or both. It's up to you. Either way. Let's get started with pick number 1. You got blossoming abundance. You got broken heart. Door to romance. Balance, spirituality and practicality. And patience. All right, I'm going to clarify this blossoming abundance before we move forward. Okay, pick number 1. Clarify blossoming abundance with 1 card. The Thinking Man and Cornucopia. So pick number 1. This is for people that have a balance between have a balance with home, work, and being alone. Okay. So pick number 1. What needs to change is you learning and teaching yourself how to nurture this wish fulfillment of this love interest. Okay. Not neglecting that anymore. Okay. Heads up with that. Your opportunities that lie ahead is you're overcoming heartbreak in hermit mode, and you get a new beginning in your romantic life with this new love interest. Woo! Cool. Heads up with that. That's awesome. Your advice is balance between spirituality and practicality. So I'm going to give you some messages to move forward. Pick number 1. So you're going towards that love interest. Yay! In such a different way. So here's your first message to move forward. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. Okay, pick number 1. Here's some more to move forward. Messages. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Okay. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Last thing, and it's huge, avoid substance abuse. Please and thank you. Pick number 1. The outcome is great because you're going to have patience in order to allow things to unfold, and you're going to be healing too. So that way you're letting go and allowing things to unfold, okay? It's not a bad outcome because you're going to have some surprises, okay? So that is your reading, pick number 1. I really hope it helps. If you pick number 2, you got storm warning, strategy, journey, codependency, rest and rejuvenation. All right, pick number 2. This is for people that are wanting to take action towards their love interest now. So what needs to change is the storm that's happening within inside you, okay? Your opportunities that lie ahead is, for pick number 2, is coming up with a strategy here for a new start where you're balanced in your journey, moving towards them, okay? I get even like actual traveling towards them. Or it'd be on a bus, a motorcycle. You get what I mean? Heads up with that. Or a plane. So, your advice here to move forward, okay, pick number 2, towards your love interest, is to clear out codependency and addictions that are affecting your romantic life, okay? So that way you can make way for the new stuff, okay? That simple, that easy, okay? Your outcome is great because you get rest and rejuvenation here in hermit mode, so that way you have something new that's going to occur within inside you. So I'm going to clarify this rest and rejuvenation, okay? Clarify rest and rejuvenation with 1 card. Financial constraints and angel balance. Okay, cool. So what this means is that you're going to be creating that new balance and feeling emotionally stable because because something's going to occur with your finances here that may try to throw you off balance, but you're going to be relaxed through it, enjoying the journey while you wait for money to come in, so that way you can go towards your love interest. Very cool. Not a bad outcome. Pick number 2. And that is the end of Pick a Card reading number 10. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everyone. And now I'm opening up for live chat oracle readings. You just ask one question, or you can simply say down in the chat your question, or you want one card pull, okay? And I'll be doing those now. Okay. Okay, Alex, you're the first one up. You asked, am I going to prison? God, I hope not, because that's going to suck. Alex, I'll have a timestamp to your reading in case you ever want to go back to it, okay? So, Alex, your timestamp starts now. Alex asked in the chat, am I going to prison? So, is Alex going to prison, yes or no? Clarify, Angel of Strength. There's going to be a decision. Is this Angel of Strength a yes card? Yes or no? All right. So, Alex, what I see is that yes, it's going to happen. Okay. And why is that? There's something that happened here unexpectedly that opened you up in regards to, I don't know if they caught something online, but I feel like it's something online they caught you doing. Some kind of evidence that comes through from online that puts you in the seat of going to prison. It's something unexpected that comes in that you find out about that made you get caught in order for you to get sentenced to prison. That's what I got. So, Alex, I got a yes. What is Alex's advice to the question that Alex asked about? When you go to prison, please make sure that you're not closing off from people, okay? Be open with partnerships and friendships around you when you get into prison, because there's going to be certain people that are going to help you out, especially through any kind of financial constraints you're going to be going through, okay, Alex, when you go in prison. And financial constraints is like certain people are going to help you out while you wait for money to come in, okay? So you're needing to know this in order to plan ahead, so that way you're not dealing with anxiety and worry about going to prison, but you're open here to new friendships and trying to make sure you kill time without getting in trouble, okay? That's what I have for you, Alex. I really hope it helps. And try to make sure you're emotionally balanced here in prison as well, or because no one's going to put up with that, okay? Not even the guards. especially if you what I got channeled in, put your head down, be focused and responsible in what you do. Okay, Alex? And that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Alex said, wow, thanks for the reading, but I think I'm going in another way. What do you mean, another way? I don't get what you mean. Alex, are you still here? What do you mean, another way? I'm curious. I'll be taking one more reading for tonight. So this is the last call for if you want a free oracle reading or one card pull. Make sure you let me know down in the live chat before I leave out, okay? Thank you. All right, since this live is all about cultivating, what is it? Yeah, I can SuperoFact. I'll do a reading for you next. Alex said, my circumstance bring me to a point in my life where I must commit a crime to go to prison and suffer. I focus on eternal life, not this world. Okay, whatever that means. I'm just giving you some advice along the way. If you need it when you go to prison, if you do. I am streaming from Ohio, USA. All right, so I'm going to do the next and final reading for tonight in the live chat, and that is to SuperoFact. SuperoFact, I will give you a timestamp down below in the description box and comment area along with Alex, okay? So let me write you down so I can do that. All right. So your timestamp starts now, SuperoFact. Now, SuperoFact asks, can I get something about what guidance for me? Okay. Give me one card for SuperoFact of what guidance that will help SuperoFact keep on moving forward in their life with balance and joy. Thank you. You got in the flow, everything in smooth sailing. So I'm going to give you some messages to move forward, okay, SuperoFact? Nice. So let go of the shore, SuperoFact, enter the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow, and all is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride, SuperoFact. This isn't the time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You don't have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. Okay? And that is in order to help you move forward with balance and joy. Okay? And patience is what got channeled into. So that way you see the bigger picture, okay? And not get wrapped up in the details of life, okay? So I really hope that helps, SuperoFact, in your journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everyone. Hi to Sally. Glad you're here. So in this live, we also do some something to talk about towards the end. If you have any questions for me personally, or wanting to know more about how to create emotional intimacy with yourself. A lot of people don't know how to invest in themselves because whatever happened in their childhood, whether it be lack of parenting, no parents, just no one being able to teach them how to do that investment within inside themselves. Oh, thank you very much, SuperoFact. He said, thank you very much for your guidance. You're welcome very much. Thank you for showing up. So here's something to talk about. Here are some key practices to cultivate self-intimacy, okay? Something your mommy and your daddy or certain people couldn't teach you in your life. It's something here that will at least be basic enough for you to understand, no matter what culture you're in, what religion or what walk of life you are in, okay? So some key practices to cultivate self-intimacy. First thing you can do is journaling, okay? Generally write down your thoughts, feelings, experiences in order to process them and gain deeper self-awareness. You can do it like that. It also helps you relieve any kind of conflict, okay, within inside you. That's one way of doing it. Another one, and it's huge, which not a lot of people like to do, but and nowadays people are trying it more, is meditation. And that is focusing on your present moment by observing your breath and sensations in your body to connect to your inner self, okay? It doesn't have to be a big to-do. There's different kind of meditations, okay? You can simply make sure you're sitting on grass or on the floor. Hopefully it's not cold. Putting your hands like this on your thighs, okay? Closing your eyes, breathing in and out, and focusing on your breath, doing it at least 10 times, okay? And settling in those breaths every single time. And being patient with yourself and allowing yourself to have everything filter out, you being focusing on those breaths and settling in. You gain insight by stillness, okay? If you're moving around and everything, you're not accomplishing anything through your meditation, okay? So another thing is body awareness, okay? Body awareness is paying attention to your physical sensations and how your body is feeling and allowing yourself to feel inhibit your physical form. So what that means is that you're needing to make sure to, by paying attention to your body at least once a day, okay? There's nothing wrong with paying attention to your body because you're scanning your body to see if there's any injury, okay? If you're getting any sensations, okay? Numbness or not, You're getting to know yourself in such a different way where you're taking care of yourself and you're honoring your mind and your body and you're healing it and rebalancing it. What makes it difficult is people neglecting these things because they weren't incorporating it into their routine. Now you're incorporating these new things, so you need to be patient and how it will make into a brand new self-care routine for you, okay? Next one is self-compassion. This is another key practice in order to cultivate self-intimacy, is self-compassion. So you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, accept all parts of yourself, including imperfections. Now, it's okay if you want to get plastic surgery and all that stuff. There's nothing bad with it. Everybody has their reasons and everybody has free will. So I'm all down for that. Just know that it comes with experiences, positive and negative consequences. Because when you cut off parts of your body, you are going to have good consequences of seeing yourself as the perfection that you want to, or a negative, depending on if the person did the procedure right, or if there was numbness by whatever they had to do surgical wise on your body, okay? Comes with pros and cons with that kind of stuff, Now, the next thing is another key practice to cultivate self-intimacy is reflecting on your values, okay? Consider what is important to you and align to your actions with your core values. So what does that mean? So I'll give you an example of what my core values are. And it's very simple example. Mine is all the rules are my rules. I'm responsible for everything. I am not my body and I am not my mind. And I am mother of this world. What does that mean? That means that I respect the rules and I mind the rules of the land, of U.S. Constitution, stuff like that, and the law. And I'm responsible for everything, so that means that I'm responsible for what I do and on what is outside of me that I'm able to act upon. If I'm not able to act upon it, then I'm able to at least act upon and getting support and assistance for anybody who is going through whatever is in the situation that needs assistance, okay? That's showing still responsibility of doing something different and not just sitting there and allowing things just to, you get what I mean? Escalate into where it's going into a very negative consequence. You know what I'm saying? All right. And the last one is I am mother to the earth. So what does that mean about my core value? It means that I value this world. I value the life on this world, human beings, animals, and all that. And I make sure that I leave this world where even better than what it was before, where it's nurturing, balance, and healing and whatnot. Okay. So reflect on your values is a good way to practice and cultivating self-intimacy. Okay. Next one is spending time in nature. Immerse yourself in a natural environment to create calmness and connect with yourself. Now, it's understandable in certain neck of the woods right now, especially mine, where I can't go into Mother Nature right now because, well, it's cold as hell outside, and it's snowy. We just had another thing of rain. We had flash flood rain like pretty much up until mid today, since like the beginning of this past week. And then it went into snow. And I was like, cool, okay, that's Mother Nature for you, showing the cycles of everything, but doesn't make me stop from doing meditation and grounding work and being practical when what I do around the house. You can still listen to um, nature sounds on YouTube, it's free. Okay, they even have some really cool videos where it plays nature sounds and they give you different parts of the world, like parts of Hawaii, other places that are showing greenery or sun right now, that kind of stuff. Excuse me. So, last thing is regular self care. Prioritize activities that nourish your physical and mental well being, like exercise. Now, if you're an Amazon woman like me, you're a big person, because there's so many shapes and sizes here on Earth, and that's what Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, God, the universe has made it where there is diversity in this world in regards to shape and sizes, cultures, and blah, blah, blah. You get it, right? So you're going to have to come up with a self care that's right for you. If you are an Amazon big person like me, because I am 5'11 and I am tall and big, okay, I make my self care, my exercises accordingly to how my body can handle certain things. Because with me having Hashimoto's and it's degenerative to my body, I have to make sure I'm not being hard on my joints and stuff like that. So, doing swimming is really good for people like me. And doing not high cardio, okay, running doing bike on the bike is really good, like cycling and stuff in one place. Even doing light exercises and stuff, not doing strenuous workouts is not very good for people like me. So you gotta be very compassionate when you start exercising. Do a little at a time, twice a week, then 3 times a week, and then every other day if you need to. Stuff like that. And empower yourself by, saying, I'm glad I'm doing this. So I have to keep on doing it one step at a time, and I'll be able to lose the weight I want to. I'll be feeling the great I want to. Especially if you're dealing with winter and you're having to do exercise inside, make sure you're having your best music on. You can also do exercise when that is dancing. I do that every once in a while, and it's so much fun. Learning different kind of dances is really good, so you can keep up with the time. Even listening to some classic rock and roll is really good too, like AC/DC and some Ozzy as well. So yeah, these are giving you some ideas so that way it encourages you to be happy that, there's different styles. Even learning boxing, I do that every once in a while as well. So much fun, kickboxing and that kind of stuff. I also do yoga. It's really good to start making sure that you're flexible so that way it relieves joint issues, tension in the body. Get what I mean? That kind of stuff. Um, Also, what's really good is eating healthy. All right. So that means cut out the processed food and sugars. Okay. you know, if you are like, but I still need, something, give yourself once a month, something that is really good for you, where It's rewarding yourself for the hard work you do, even though it's not really good for you, to be very honest, because it leads to more health issues, okay? So eating healthy is really good, and relaxing techniques. Learning how to breathe in different ways in order to relax you is really good. Sadhguru has an app. Okay, it's free. You can go to the Play Store and look up Sadhguru. There's also a link down below in the description box if you want to look into more of those kind of different techniques and inner engineering. Okay. So yoga, dancing, singing, something that expresses your creativity is really good for a self-care regimen too. Okay. Now we're going to get into important aspects of creating emotional intimacy with yourself. First one is vulnerability. Vulnerability is being open and honest with yourself about your thoughts and feelings, even the uncomfortable ones. Because if you can't invest in yourself about being vulnerable with yourself, how are you going to be vulnerable with somebody else, especially in a relationship, okay? So this is why it's so crucial for you to cultivate that vulnerability, that emotional intimacy with yourself first, before you get into a long-term romantic partnership, okay? Another one is acceptance. Embrace all aspects of your personality, including your strengths and your weaknesses. Again, when you start embracing these things of acceptance, you're teaching yourself and investing in yourself what acceptance really is. Especially, I know I was raised where I didn't know what acceptance really was until I started cultivating what that really means and different levels of it on a spiritual process kind of wave, you know. So once you start doing that for yourself, then it'll be easier for you to accept certain things, like nothing will ever be perfect in this world. Overanalyzation will be cured. Anxiety and worry will be cured because you will start accepting things exactly how they are. Okay. Another thing is self-reflection. Regularly take some time out to examine your motivations, beliefs, and behaviors to gain deeper insight, okay? Self-reflection is really good because we need to at times in order to upgrade, expand, and be open for more expansion outside of us, but it's also a change up in our perceptions in order to cultivate that expansion, okay? So it's so crucial that creating that emotional intimacy with yourself with self-reflection, okay? Now, last one and not least is authenticity. Authenticity is being true to yourself and expressing your genuine thoughts and feelings without trying to be someone you're not. Man, have we dealt with a culture that in order for us to be accepted, we had to do the same thing in order to feel accepted, in order to expand either in our career, in the society, and all that. And it's understandable. But now we're hitting, you know, these huge waves of how we want to expand out of that. I see it in YouTube and different platforms that not a lot of people are wanting to do the same thing. They want to be their authentic self in regards to creating what they really want without being held back of wondering if they're going to be accepted in the platform or if they're going to, if it was going to bring them money or not. I felt that same way of being held back here in YouTube. I remember when I first got here in YouTube that I had to do what everybody else was doing in regards to putting out daily oracle readings. I went into tarot first, daily tarot readings to weekly tarot readings, then monthly tarot readings. Then I had to get into more of doing astrology and then doing the astrology holidays, and what full moon it was this and what new moon was this. And I started feeling like I was like a machine trying to put out so much crap, and really finding out that what was happening is, when I was trying to help people like that, YouTube was not being supportive in putting out all my material. And in return, that I wasn't getting the expansion that I need. So then I started doing some self reflecting, going, well, this is not working. I'm going to have to do something different. Mind you, it was in the beginning of where YouTube was not using so much algorithm and all that crap. Now everything's so much different that I had to drop and clear out all that stuff, do a new channel, and I was like, it's all or nothing. I'm just going to be myself and make sure that while I'm doing it, I'm going to be responsible, use integrity, be authentic, and go from there and be a unique healer that I need to be in order to reach the people I need to reach in order to heal them. And screw what the analytics say, screw what YouTube standards are. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And ever since then, things have been growing a lot more better because I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. It's not like I'm ignoring what everybody else is doing. I'm quite aware of what everybody else is doing. I'm just like not doing the same thing they are. I'm not doing reaction videos because, trust me, I've tried that at least once. And it didn't give me the high volume it gets with certain other people. But instead, when I noticed when I was putting out these lives and my individual videos from these lives, that's what was reaching people. Because with these lives, I'm being my total authentic self without a script. I'm being who I am and doing the best I can, and that's all you can do, and being authentic. I'm not here to appease anybody, because that's why I'm being responsible. There's nothing to do to please anybody, you know? I'm allowing myself to have this expansion part, and trying not to be afraid to keep on coming out of my comfort zone one step at a time. I'm also teaching by example in regards to that. And I also love the different people that come in my channel from all walks of life. It's so cool to be able to use this kind of technology to reach different people, and it makes me emotional in a very good way. So authenticity is being true to yourself and expressing your genuine thoughts and feelings without trying to be someone you're not. Is one of the best important aspects of creating emotional intimacy with yourself. Okay? And that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I'll put a link to the start of this conversation. And let me know down in the comments what you think. What should change in our society? What's something you guys would want to cultivate in order to bring something new and authentic to our society? Because I would like to know. How, I think even YouTube would like to know, you know? Hi, Gooder Bear. No, I have never got sleep paralysis before, but I have met people who did, where it freaked them the hell out, being so paralyzed where there was nothing that they can do. And I did research on it a long time ago, because I think it was my brother from another mother that went through that. It terrified the crap out of him. Some people think it's like a demon or an evil spirit, something like that, that keeps them stuck like that. But no, I've never went through it. Gooder Bear said, I've had it 4 times. It's terrifying. Would you like me to pull you a card to see if you want to do a spiritual process to see if it will help? Gooder Bear? Let me know in the chat. And I'll pull out a card for a spiritual process that'll help you through a sleep paralysis. You can do it before. All right. I'm going to do a timestamp for you in the description box and comment area at the end of this live, Gooder Bear, so that way you can do it at any time. Okay? Gooder Bear. I really like your screen name, Gooder Bear. All right, please give me one card for Gooder Bear that will help Gooder Bear get out of sleep paralysis from now until forever. That way, Gooder Bear is free from that. Thank you. Oh, nice. So you got blessings of the Supreme Being. So I'm going to give you first the advice, and then I'll give you the spiritual process, okay? So a blessing is coming to you now, Gooder Bear. Things don't need to be complicated, and when you are confusing yourself with too many variables, too much information, or fear or doubt, focus on filling your heart with love and let everything else go. The Great One will handle all matters in your life if you open your heart to the divine guidance and let go with faith. This will not make you passive, rather it will allow you to feel inspired to take only the most helpful actions. This oracle indicates an answered prayer and that the Divine One has you covered in the situation of your concern. You are healing and deepening your relationship with the divine or whatever your belief system is, okay? So here is your spiritual process that you can do to heal this situation that you're asking about. Place one hand on your heart and say this prayer aloud whenever you can. Gooder Bear. Big hugs. Alua. Ki. Akua. I honor and love you, Supreme Being, Great Beloved. I choose to allow you full access to my mind, my heart, my soul. I feel you in my heart now, and I recognize your purpose and your power within this heart made sacred through your presence now. help me learn to relate to you, to love and receive you fully. Please help me accomplish all that you have intended for me. May all serve your great, loving purpose with joy and peace. So be it. Now you may like to spend some time in meditation, further prayer, or rest now, good or bear. And when you are ready, good or bear, simply open your eyes and you have completed your spiritual process, okay? And I hope that helps with what's going on with you with that, good or bear. And good or bear said, thank you for the reading. You are welcome. And good or bear, if you want to do that spiritual process, you'll know when you feel it, okay? So I understand if you don't want to do it now because you're on the live and stuff, okay? But that's after this live, when I get off, it'll take me about 15 to 20 minutes to do the timestamps, and you'll have a timestamp of your own, okay, good or bear, in the description box or comment area down below, okay? Oh, thank you, John. I greatly appreciate it. The compliment. I'm actually doing really good. Artful, was it critic talk? Ma'am, myself, artful, if I purpose. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, propose. Will she accept? Artful critic talk. I'll find out. I'll put you in the timestamps to see if whether or not she'll accept. Guys get so nervous proposing, huh? So, artful critic talk, I'm going to give you a timestamp down below in the description box and comment area in case you need to go to your reading. Okay, your timestamp starts now. Artful critic talk, ask ma'am, myself, if I propose to Anshia, will she accept? It's Artful critic talk going to have a successful proposal with Anshia. Will she accept, yes or no? Yes. Yes. Archangel Michael, yes. So this is a good time to feel secure through it. Yeah, she is going to say yes to you proposing to her. It's going to be emotional too. Got heartbroken. But yeah, she is going to say yes. Okay? Artful CrickTalk. So whenever you get anxiety and worry, especially about this time, give yourself time and space to breathe, meditate, okay? And be balanced so that way you'll be ready to propose to her, okay? And that's your reading, Artful CrickTalk. Really hope it helps. And I've been on this live for 3 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm going to end out this live. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, my next live is on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So heads up with that. If you want to join, there'll be pick a card readings and live chat oracle readings too that are going to be free for people in the chat, okay? Now I'm going to end out with a mantra, okay? 𝐸tō mysticoraclemary mysticoraclemary 𝐸tō Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hope you all have a really good start to your week, this coming week. But whenever you watch this, please take care, enjoy your journey, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye for now.